What's going on, you gamers? Today we're back for some more Elden Ring. What we'll be covering today is how you can get your hands on the legendary spell found in Reign of Stars. So if that interests you, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, all you guys and girls. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon? I'll bring you all the latest and greatest content, hints, tips, guides and builds, and just some fun gameplay and reviews of upcoming games. But for today, you're going to have to have progressed a ways in the storyline, because we are going all the way up north. You'll have to have beaten the boss at the capital in order to proceed up here past the Forbidden Lands, and have made it all the way to the Grand Lift of Road. From there, you're going to have to make your way even further up the map, because you're going to have to make it all the way up the top here, up, and eventually make your way to the destination, which is this one just up here, the Freezing Lake. From here, what you're going to want to do is as follows. So spawning in at the Freezing Lake, you're going to make your way all the way across it, avoiding the enemies because there are some tough ones, especially a dragon. And you're going to want to make it to roughly this location here, where you can make your way up from here. So jumping on your trusty steed, you're going to make it across the frozen lake, and I'll speed up the footage to make it a little bit faster for you. I would honestly say avoid all the enemies if possible, and using waypoints and setting location markers will definitely help you, because it's not the easiest terrain to navigate because of the kind of snowstorm that's there. Also, as you saw, there's a few of those lobster enemies and they hit ridiculously hard all the way through the game, so definitely avoid them where possible. Of course, if you need to check your map, which you may well do, then just set location markers wherever you need to, but you're going to be making your way all the way up onto this kind of plateau just up the top here. Again, make it past the enemies, there's no point fighting, it will take you an absolute age. Just get to the destination as fast as you can. Once you see one of these rises, you'll know you're in the right place, and this one's another one that's going to have a puzzle to it, which you've got to solve in order to enter, the same as all the others you've encountered. And this one, as you can see just here, it basically says falling snow marks something unseen. From here, you're going to go straight back to the checkpoint that you last used in the Freezing Lake. But this time, rather than going across it, we're going to kind of double back on ourselves and find the path we need to take. So from this location, once you spawn in, what you're going to want to do is head just up here and kind of hug a little bit of a left, until you see a broken down bridge. If you're heading towards the big old golden tree in the background, you'll know you're heading in the right direction. Just keep making your way until you make it to this path just here. I would highly recommend taking out these archers, because they can definitely give you a bad time when you're trying to do the next part. Take them out first and it will make things a whole bunch easier. Next part, what we're going to need to do, this right here is actually an invisible bridge. So what you're going to need to do is just make your way across without falling off. If you have a little look, if people have been kind to you, they're going to leave you markers in the kind of messages on the floor, but even if they haven't, just keep an eye out for the kind of snow effects going off, and you should be golden as you proceed forward. Be careful though, don't make it all the way to the end. Because as you see here, you're going to want to watch out for those white patches because it's going to lead you left and around. Follow those and you shouldn't fall off. If you go too far astray from them, you will, and you have to start again. So I'd highly say go a little bit slow on this part because it's well worth your time to just do it in one go. From here you've made it into the heretical rise, and there'll be a few enemies inside that you're going to want to dispose of. Now rather than going down, you're going to want to proceed all the way to the left and make your way up the staircase. Make your way to the elevator and it's going to take you to the top. Once here, again, make your way around the outside of the staircase. Watch out for this enemy because he is literally designed to just push you off, which can be an absolute nightmare, so take him out, and then once you're at the top, you've made it to the location you need to in order to get this awesome spell. And that's this one right here, the Founding Rain of Stars. I really like this spell and I'm going to show you exactly what it does. So as you can see, it's a nice area effect spell. It definitely works best close range because as you saw I completely missed this character, but it does a fair chunk of damage. It's great for an area effect, and if you can manage to make it so that the duration's a bit longer, it's actually a really nice spell to have in your arsenal. This I found can work very well as a trap like I use here, luring people into it, and works for PvE and PvP quite well, so well worth having. As always gamers, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, I'm being shot in the back. Take care, I'll see you on the next day.